Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team player review. Let's take a look at the 86 rated in form Roberto Firmino. So the Brazilian attacker who plays for Liverpool has this awesome item with 82 pace, 90 dribbling, 86 shooting, 84 passing and 81 physical. Really good stats right there. 5'11", high work rates. He's right footed with the 4-star skills and weak foot combo. And of course we quite recently reviewed his team of the group stage, so will this one be any different or much of an upgrade? We'll find out today. So these are a couple of squads that you could play him in. This is like the main team I played him in, lots of Premier League FUTWIZ players, and he's up front with the second informer Untitled. And then there's another option where you could potentially play him as like a central attacking midfielder. Might be slightly better off with the stats that he's got to play in a position like this, and we've just sort of mixed up the leagues and stuff underneath him. But moving on into the in-game stats, I'm hoping for pretty good things. Second special item, of course, for the Liverpool attacker. On basic chemistry style, I think he looks amazing because he has so many stats in the 80s, like, you know, even physical and pace and the shooting and the passing. He actually does look very usable with the basic chemistry style. Today, however, I was going to go with the old Hawk chem style. 89 pace, 93 shooting and 85 physical on Firmino right there. We get him up to 84 strength, 95 jumping, 94 long shots, 93 finishing, and some good pace as well. You know, pretty decent acceleration there at 92. So we can now move on into the clips. You're going to see the shots that I wasn't able to stick into the back of the net and all the goals that I was able to score. We can talk positives and negatives now, and as always guys, we'll start with the negatives first. I think the high work rates were a bit of an issue. I played him, as you saw, as like an out-and-out striker in a 2-striker formation, so he had Arnautovic next to him at all times, and I've got to say, positioning wise, Firmino gets lost, and I think that's because he's almost like he's trying to get back all the time and help out in that sort of defensive role a bit more with that high defensive work rate, which is not what I want from my main striker. So like I slightly mentioned before, I think he'd probably be better suited in a cam role, just because, you know, that means he can help get back a little bit and then still push forward, of course, but you're not necessarily looking for him to be on that last shoulder of the defender all the time, which I definitely am if he's my main striker. So yeah, positioning, even though that stat in game was pretty good, I found it to be a massive issue, probably due to those work rates. And then strength, I think we boosted it a little bit with our chemistry style, but I don't really think it helped. Still, he's got this sort of slender body type in game, and a lot of the time I found if I was receiving the ball back to goal, you know, he'd take it in well because he's got a very good first touch and stuff, but physical confrontations just didn't seem to end up in my favour a lot of the time, which, you know, goes to show you that maybe his strength isn't quite as good as I hoped it would be. But moving on into the positives then, like, it's definitely not all doom and gloom, because you get a great player here, loads of good stats in loads of good areas. I really like that Roberto Firmino just like takes off. He's got good acceleration, really good with that Hawk chem style. Seems to get off the mark nice and quickly, and especially with a heel click. That is like my signature move lately. I just find it to be one of the most important and useful skill moves, and it seems to get a player up to full speed really quickly. So yeah, nice acceleration on Roberto Firmino. He's also a pretty agile player who's got good balance, so sort of turning circle is really good. You know, center of gravity is decent. He seems to be able to wiggle and weave with that ball and change direction nicely. And of course that leads me on to the next positive, his ball control, his dribbling. Those stats are definitely, they're the best part about him. You know, they're on his item itself. Yeah, you can see that his dribbling stat is the best, and it certainly, it just works. You know, he's got a really nice close control, and just the fact that he's got the skill moves and stuff alongside a really tight dribbling stat means that you can run with the ball nicely. And again, I think that could be another great reason for this guy being a cam, sort of surging forward from the halfway line, beating a couple of defenders, and then even maybe going for that long shot, or of course just playing that key pass off to the strikers that can then net the ball, because he's got the next two positives, the final two positives are all about that end product, you know. He's got great vision and really good short passing ability. I found that the 1-2s with Arnautovic worked really well. He would either get the assist or, you know, keep running and get that goal. And his shooting, especially from inside the box, but from outside the box as well, seemed pretty good. So nice amount of power, good curve, good finishing ability. I don't think there's a huge amount of difference between this version and the team of the group stage, and I definitely wouldn't play him again in this default striker position where he's came out as the inform this week. So my recommendation, I like him, and I think you should play him at cam if you're going to pick him up. Let me know if inform Roberto Firmino is right for your ultimate team. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.